What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're feeling great. Let's get it in. This video might piss some people off, but I don't give a damn. You see, I'm making this video to show you it's not just rappers or Hollywood stars or athletes that have to go through the rituals. It's also the internet influencers. People like DC Young Fly, people like Jamal Morton, people like Jackman Funny, you know, and other multiple online content creators. People that get famous online. People that get billions and millions of views on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, influencers. They also have to go through the ritual. Because they own Facebook, they own Instagram, they own YouTube, they own TikTok, they own social media, and you think they're going to allow a regular person to become to have 1 million followers and to make millions of dollars off of social media, and you don't think that the beast don't have a hand in that? The beast created these apps. You think the beast going to allow them to have success? You're fucking nuts. Just because they're not big like Eddie Murphy, just because they're not big like Will Smith, that doesn't mean anything. Because in today's world, it's mostly about internet fame. This is the new generation. This is the new type of fame. It's the internet fame. People like DC Young Fly, like I mentioned. People like Jamal Morton. That, you know what I mean. People like Jackman Funny. People like Ha Ha Davis. People like who else? Country Wayne. And other huge influencers. Even though you might not hear from them, it doesn't mean that they sacrificed their soul or anything like that. That doesn't mean that. You know what I mean? They still have to go through the ritual. They might not be big like Eddie Murphy, but guess what? They still have to go through the ritual. Why? Because they have internet fame. They have millions and millions and millions of followers. Not only that, they get to hang with celebrities because they're part of that club. YouTubers like Mr. Beast, Kai Cenat, I Show Speed. All those streamers, they were part of that shit. And you don't think the beast gonna want something in return? Again, they own the Facebook, they own the Instagram, they own the YouTube, they own all of that shit, bro. And if you want your internet fame, and if you want your millions of followers, if you want to keep making that bag, you better give up something. Oh, you thought it was just in Hollywood. You thought it was just in the music industry. You thought they had to be famous like Will Smith. You thought they had to be famous like somebody like Eddie Murphy. You thought they had to be famous somebody like who else is big? Kevin Hart. No. It doesn't necessarily mean you'll be big like them. It just means that if you want to, again, internet fame. If you want that internet fame, the millions of followers, the endorsement deals, the books, the clothing line, the shoes line, the businesses, your followers, you want to keep all of that, it comes with a price. Now, again, it comes with a price. Not only that, these people are now part of the club. That means they get to hang with Kevin Hart. Drewski is an example of that. Now he's hanging with Kevin Hart's. He's with the Eddie Murphys. He's hanging out with Leonardo DiCaprio because he's part of the club. Even though Drewski is not big like Eddie Murphy, he doesn't have to be. As long as you do your rituals and shit like that, now you get to hang with these people. You're a part of the club. Now you get to do your shit that you do on the internet. This is the new era, the internet fame, and they control that shit. But I'm gonna play a few clips and I'm gonna do my commentary. Let's get it in. The first person I'm gonna talk about, like I said earlier, is Jack Funny. He's like a Drewski. He's on the internet. His nephew got gunned down at the age of 22. Let's set the clip play.
In Detroit while door dashing. It was just last month that this person, DeJour Russ, was shot and killed at the Clement Kern Garden Apartments. His family says that it was his first day on the job. Police believe the shooting stemmed from some type of argument, and now his family says the cycle of violence needs to stop.
She needs justice for her son and all these other mothers that the cycle just keep repeating itself. It gotta stop somehow, some way. These mothers is losing their babies and it's not right. And it's tearing up a whole family.
So sad. Police have been looking for a dark-colored SUV to believe to be in connection with the crime. If you have any...
Nothing. He was just living life.
That's Jack Funny. This is Jack Funny right here.
The regular person.
James Jackson still can't believe his nephew, 22-year-old Danger Russ, was killed while doing a job to make ends meet on DoorDash.
You see, they do the killing, and they when they do these ritual sacrifices like this, they do it in a way where people don't think twice. Gun violence. So if he gets shot, they'll be like, oh man, gotta stop the gun violence. They're not gonna think ritual. They're not gonna think blood sacrifice ritual. They're not gonna think that. They have to make it look normal. Because Detroit is known for for gun violence. I'm gonna tell you guys something. Listen. Secret societies, right? When you're dealing with secret society, when you're dealing with stuff like fame, they pay niggas in the hood. They'll pay niggas in the hood, gang members, to go kill someone. For instance, again, with Jack Funny, he probably made a deal with certain secret societies that run and control YouTube. They probably came to him and be like, hey, you want to continue this shit? Give me someone in your family. And then they'll go pay gang members to go follow that dude and then kill him. That's how they do, ladies and gentlemen. Gangs and secret society, they work together. Gangs and governments, they all work together, but that's a whole nother story. But anyway, you know, that's a whole nother story, but let's continue.
He was loving, he was genuine, he was humble. Like, if you needed anything, he'd be right there.
Usually James is making people laugh as a comedian known as Jack Funny 313 on Instagram, but lately it's been hard for him to even crack a smile. The two would make skits together all the time.
He was in damn near all of my videos. Like, I was real close to him. He was the only one in the family that told me he loved me. The only one.
Family members all came out the night Danger was shot and killed, many of them torn from receiving.
So it's right here. Detroit comedian Jack Funny. James Jackson lost his nephew, DeJour Russ, on July 2nd, 2022. Russ was tragically shot and killed in Detroit while working as a DoorDash delivery driver to make extra money. Right? Remember the year, July 2nd, 2022. Let's get it in. All right, ladies and gentlemen. Look at his views. Look at his views. This is Jack Funny. Look at his views. You don't see his views? You think the beat's gonna let you to have all of this without something in return? You crazy. They run and control YouTube. Look at all his views. Right? And I'm gonna show you something else.
The police, dog. Then your parents tell you to stay out of trouble, man. What the fuck wrong with you?
Nigga, you better
He's hanging out with T.I.'s son.
You ain't tip.
He's doing a skit with T.I.'s son. T.I. and his family are part of the industry. They down with the agenda. They're down with the rituals. This is why he's doing a skit or whatever he's doing with T.I.'s son. I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, you cannot get that close to these celebrities, children, or even celebrities if you ain't down with the agenda. It is impossible, ladies and gentlemen.
We can get down, but if you must ask, I was going to get my girl some food. What the f is wrong with that?
Dressed like Pikachu and shit. The hell wrong with you, man? You know what it probably was? He probably was on his way to a Comic-Con. Somebody should have threw a Pokeball at his ass. You hear me?
Who the f is this nigga?
Oh, that's my man Aaron.
And first of all, what the f is wrong with a Pikachu onesie? I would still smoke a nigga ass in a Pikachu onesie. So you better watch it. And I ain't Pikachu today, nigga.
What the hell your daddy had to say about this? You know your daddy will f you up expeditiously. I don't know. I'm still trying to decide whether this nigga a kid or a baby smoking weed and shit. I'm looking at him. I don't know. He's got a little baby face. He ain't got no mustache, no beard, no nothing. Like, well, how old are you? Do Tip know?
Did I didn't tell you don't say shit to me? You look like a turtle out the shell, nigga.
Hey, Aaron, don't even talk to this little nigga. I bet not catch your.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to show you another internet guy that's famous. Jamal Morton. This happened recently. Jamal Morton, 2-year-old daughter, Sade Rose, tragically passed away on Father's Day, June 21st, 2026, after drowning in a family swimming pool. Morton, a parenting influencer, announced her death in a hiatus from social media. Ladies and gentlemen, to recognize this is a sacrifice, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna show you what to look for. You see, this is what to look for. NBC News talked about it. ThePeople.com talked about it. Yahoo talked about it. E! News talked about it. New York Post talked about it. USA Today Post talked about it. Parents of children dies every day, bro. You don't hear E! News talking about them. You don't hear E! News posting them. Your local news might talk about it. That's normal. But for mainstream shit like E! News and New York Post and Peoples.com, that lets you know he played the game. That lets you know he did the ritual. Ladies and gentlemen, when was the last time you heard a parent, right? When was the last time you hear a kid that died, and NBC News talk about it? They won't talk about it unless you part of the club. Kids die every day, man. You don't see it in NBC News, do you? But why he gets to be in NBC News? Why his daughter gets to be in there? Because he's part of the club. He's part of, he's part of the people that's down to do the sacrifices. Ladies and gentlemen, New York Post, E! News, USA Today, all over. Look at this. That's not normal, guys. This is not normal. I had a baby cousin that drowned in the pool. He wasn't on the E! News. How come E! News didn't post? How come E! News didn't post my baby cousin that died, that drowned in the pool just like she did? She drowned in the pool. He wasn't on no E! News. He wasn't on The Sun. He wasn't on USA Today. He wasn't on Yahoo. He wasn't on NBC. He wasn't on anything. My blood baby cousin died drowning, bro. Facts. Drowned in the pool. How come he wasn't on NBC? But Jamal daughter made it there. Why? Because it's a sacrifice, ladies and gentlemen. This is the game that they play. This is the sign that you need to look for, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, by the way, and TMZ reported it too. TMZ worked for the beast. TMZ, have you noticed something about TMZ? They there when every celebrity died. They the first one on the scene. Why? Because they work for the beast. They work for the system. But let's continue. Y'all know DC Young Fly. DC Young Fly, a longtime partner and mother of his 3 children, Jacqueline Smith, widely known as Miss Jackie O, passed away on May 31st in Miami at the age of 32. All right, ladies and gentlemen, remember what I said. These people, you know, just because they might not be big like Eddie Murphy and them, that don't mean they don't talk to them or be around them. Look what DC Young Fly said about Chris Tucker. Let's go.
His mouth told me. Told me. Sorry, OG, I'm sad. We're getting old. Okay? He said, if I play his son, he'll be in the movie. Chris Tucker out his mouth told me. Told me. Sorry, OG, I'm sad. We're getting old. Okay? He said, if I play his son, he'll be in the movie.
You hear that, ladies and gentlemen? Right out of DC Young Fly mouth. I'm telling you, these people down with the agenda. I'm telling you, these internet influencers, these social media influencers, the YouTubers and all that stuff, they also got to go through the blood sacrifice ritual or whatever ritual that they got to go through. Nobody gets a pass. Nobody. Another influencer named Haha Davis, y'all might know him. I don't know what type of ritual he did, but you know, he's hanging out with Snoop, he's hanging out with Kevin Hart. He's in an interview with Snoop right now. You know what I mean? I was gonna post a Shannon Sharp interview, but I think they might copyright my video. In that interview, he was talking how Snoop Dogg was telling them about the industry and stuff like that. I was going to say that what Snoop was doing was breaking Haha Davis into the industry. Snoop was testing him to see how far, to see what he's willing to do to go to the next level. And look at Haha Davis now. Still got following. He got movies coming up. They say he got a movie coming up with Kevin Hart, I think, or some shit like that. But he's in an interview with Snoop. You not finna do interview with Snoop if you ain't do no ritual or if you're not down to do the ritual.
You won't even say the word I love you no more. I ain't heard of this so long.
You know what was crazy? In my house.
And we know damn well Snoop clearly part of the industry.
My mother said I love you maybe 5 times. I was a baby till I was about 10. Then she never said that. She showed it. It's a big difference. And it didn't make me feel no kind of way that she didn't say it.
I love y'all motherfuckers on
This is a
my
streamer.
life, asshole.
This is a streamer
I'm
named
out of this bitch. I know we
Flatboy
gotta watch
Max.
Uzi set, but I didn't even know we had a flight. I'm out of here. I love y'all with all of my heart. Once again, apologize for the calm shit, but we locked in. I'm going hard. And I'm gonna keep going hard, bro. And I'm gonna keep getting
Hard
better.
nigga, right?
And thank y'all for
Cool
caring
nigga,
about
right?
this shit.
Hood nigga,
So,
right?
alright?
Check this out.
I will see y'all at Summer Smash. I will not be live tomorrow. I'll see y'all at Summer Smash. Let's go fucking crazy.
Now look at what they make him do. They breaking him in. This is the first step. They breaking him in because he already had Quavo in his stream. I think he had NBA YoungBoy in his stream, little baby in his stream. I'm telling you, the streamers are part of it also. And like I said, Mr. Beast is also part of that shit too. If you wanna, he got 505 million subscribers. Look at his views, y'all. Look at it. Look at his views. Look at the fucking views this nigga got. Again, it's not only just Hollywood. It's not only sports industry. The YouTube is part of that shit too. YouTube created by the Beast. Anybody, obviously anybody could post on YouTube, but if you want to get Mr. Beast level, these type of numbers, it comes with a price, my nigga. It comes with a price because why? Because now you have influence over millions and millions of people. That's what they love. They see that you have influence. They're gonna come to you. They're gonna come to you because you have influence over millions of people. You think the Beast's gonna let you have that much influence without you being up control under them? You're nuts. You are nuts, ladies and gentlemen. Let's continue. Same thing with IShowSpeed. Look at his views. Why do you think he gets to be around celebrities, pro wrestlers like Randy Orton and them, rappers? Why do you think he's allowed to do that? Because he's part of the system. Because they also doing rituals too. Just because you don't hear their cousin die, their mama die, that don't mean nothing. Their rituals is probably behind closed door type shit. Most likely it's behind closed door if you don't hear none of the family members dying or anything like that. Or maybe in the future, he might give up somebody he loved. We'll see. You know what I mean? Folks, this is not a game, man. This is not a game. They out here for real. Whatever you do, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, anything that you do, they out there. Now, it's not a video to discourage you not to create content. You should do content. You should create your content. And you can't be successful without them. You're just not going to be Mr. Beast. You're just not going to be Haha Davis. You're not going to be DC Young Fly. You could still be successful, but not on their level. You know what I mean? But anyways, y'all be good. Y'all still wear. Your boy's out.